Alien Team Composition Part 1. Yelan was a pretty good banner after Kamisato Ayaka. And for a couple of reasons. Aside from the fact that she has the best ASMR voice. First reason is the fact that Kamisato Ayaka herself is a cryo element, which makes her a pretty good partner for Yelan. But just in case you were not lucky enough to get her from her very short banner, there is another character in there that will work pretty well with her. And that is Sister Rosaria. Rosaria is also a cryo character that was included on Kamisato Ayaka's banner. If you tried to pull for her, chances are you got a couple of Rosarias along the way.
Punishment! Shiver!
Now we already have two members of our alien team, Yelan and Rosaria. Before I proceed further, let me just give you a couple of reasons why this is actually an awesome pair. Number 1, Freeze. Freeze is one of the best debuffs that we can apply to the enemies in game, as it literally stops them on their tracks. When an enemy is frozen, you are not only able to hit them freely, but you are also able to prepare yourself to avoid an incoming attack, as Freeze can stop an enemy in the middle of an attack animation. Number 2, Artifact Builds. As we know, Yelan's talents mostly scales of her HP, which is rather convenient in more ways than you imagine, especially for this alien team composition. Because her talent scales of her HP, it is safe to say that we can go and have the tenacity of the Millilith artifact set for her. I would suggest just 2 Ps to activate its 2-piece set option that grants an additional 20% HP. Now, I said that this team composition is very convenient in more ways than one. This is one of the reasons. For this team composition, we will be using Rosaria as the main DPS. Earlier, I mentioned that we will be going for 2-piece tenacity of the Millilith for Yelan. The tenacity of the Millilith artifact set can be acquired through the Ridge Watch domain, south of Dawn Winery. But we all know that you can get 2 kinds of artifact sets per domain. And this is where the third advantage of this team composition comes in. In the Ridge Watch domain, aside from tenacity of the Millilith, we can also get parts for the Pale Flame artifact set. 2 pieces of this artifact set provides an additional 25% physical damage bonus, and 4 pieces provides an additional 100%, making it 125% total additional physical damage bonus if you complete the conditions. Not to mention that it can increase attack by up to 18% as well. This is the part that makes this team composition quite unorthodox. Rosaria, on this team, will be built as physical damage instead of cryo damage. The reason for this is to be able to take full advantage of Yelan's elemental burst. All in all, the third advantage of this team composition is mostly just a continuation of its second advantage regarding artifact build. Here, we will hit 2 birds with 1 stone when we farm for artifacts. We can get either tenacity of the Millilith for Yelan or Pale Flame for Rosaria in just 1 domain. Before we proceed with any more advantages, let us first complete the members of this alien team. Third member, Yunjin. We would really like to build Yunjin for a couple of reasons. First, Yunjin's elemental burst grants additional normal attack damage to the active character. Doesn't that sound familiar? Since we are building a normal attack type Rosaria, Miss Yun's skill is definitely a winner for this team composition. Second, the bonus attack damage we will gain will be based on Miss Yun's defense. With Miss Yun on the team, getting a defense main stat artifact or rolling a defense substat isn't too bad now. She will be more than happy to wear those defense main stat artifacts we keep on getting. Finally, the last member of this team is an Electro MC. This is more of a personal choice, as an F2P, and as an MC main. I will always have Lumen on my rotations. Electro MC's elemental burst reacts the same way as Yelan's burst or Raiden Shogun's elemental skill. It procs a lightning strike that deals electro damage every 0.5 seconds. Altogether, this will be our final result.
Here comes the catch. Your grand finale. Bellowing thunder. Shiver. You can't run.
Now our alien team composition is complete. The main advantage of this team composition really is attainability. Everything, counting out how lucky we are to get Yelan from her banner, is basically attainable by F2P means. We save resin by getting both artifacts in one domain for at least 3 of the members of our team. We don't have to pull for one of the members. MC is given for free right at the beginning of the game. Rosaria, being built as normal attack instead of cryo, saves us the trouble of looking for an effective polearm for her. We can always get Dragon's Pine Spear for her, which is actually perfect for this team composition as well. You have to spend time and effort to obtain its formula, but at least you don't have to give it to chance and spend money to pull for it. In addition, if you have a C6 Rosaria, it also decreases enemies' physical resistance by 20%, which only further boosts the way we built our favorite nun. And all of the team members' skills react to the way our Rosaria is built.
Your grand finale. Bellowing thunder. Shiver. You can't run.